Hi, welcome to PCMag Live. I'm Alex Colon. This is Sasha Sagan. And today we are going to talk about the top 3 news stories of the day. We're going to answer one of your questions, and we're going to show you one cool thing from the PCMag labs in New York. So let's start with the first news story, which is that Google has started encryption shaming other email providers. What's that all about, Sasha?
Yeah, Google has decided that it is their mission to make sure that all email is TLS encrypted as it travels through the public internet, which means that it won't be impossible for hackers and governments to decrypt and read the emails, but it'll be a little harder. And Google says that 40 to 50% of the emails sent between Gmail and other providers are not encrypted. AOL, Yahoo, Facebook, all good, all 95% encrypted, but they pointed out that Microsoft's Outlook.com is only half encrypted. So they're out there, they're saying, please, email providers, share this encryption layer with us, and as a result, everything will be a little bit safer, but it won't be safe enough, right?
Or I suppose the subtext is that you could always just migrate to Gmail.
Yeah. I guess they want if possible everybody to use Gmail. But as I said, it won't be safe enough. They acknowledge this won't stop the NSA. Probably nothing out there will stop the NSA. The NSA has backdoors into almost everything. Really, the only thing that will stop the NSA is industrial grade, end-to-end, peer-to-peer encryption done by smart individuals and not at the provider level.
Yeah, so until that happens for everyone, let's hope Google shames everyone enough that email is as encrypted and private as it can be. OK, so let's go to our second news story, which is that Kickstarter has changed its rules to make starting a project easier. What do you think of that, Sasha?
Kickstarter was already a hotbed of products that were never actually going to happen, and dreamers taking money from fools to make their unrealistic dreams not actually come true. So this is just going to make the problem much, much worse. Instead of hand-approving projects, Kickstarter is auto-approving projects, and then presumably people will sometimes complain about the projects and they'll get kicked out. The one big change in the rules, which seems to me like it's going to trap a lot of suckers, is that they are now allowing product simulations and photorealistic renderings again, so that people who don't look very closely are going to look at a Kickstarter page and think there's a real product that's almost ready to be released, but no, it's just someone who really knows how to use AutoCAD.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen plenty of Kickstarter projects here at PCMag over time, and some of them are good, some of them are not that great. So it really is kind of a toss-up. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I mean, I like to repeat over and over again, Kickstarter is not a store. It is a way to throw away your money on stuff that other people will make profit from and not you. So if that's what you want to do, have at it.
All right, that said, let's go into our next news story, which is that John Oliver has taken down the FCC site. Yeah, you want to talk about that a little?
Yeah, I mean, good on him. John Oliver on his weekly fake news show went out there and said, hey, everybody, submit comments to the FCC to maintain net neutrality. And as a result, the system received more than 22,000 comments, which I hope are almost entirely pro-net neutrality, but I can't tell because the system's still down.
And I think of those 22,000 comments, that accounts for a third of the entire comment system that they've had in place for the last number of months. And those just came in over the last 2 days, so it's been massive.
Yeah, I love it. But I have to start wondering, I mean, is this a conspiracy theory? I don't know, but it's days after that happened, and you still cannot read the comments on the FCC site. I was trying last night. You still can't read them. Has the government basically shut the public comment process down? Are they neglecting to repair this server because they're just sick of hearing from the public? That's what I'm starting to feel like right now.
Well, that said, we will not shut our comment system down under these videos, in which you can always ask us a question. So today's question comes from Gary, and he asks, can I use my Verizon iPhone 5S on AT&T?
That is a great question, because it turns out that, yes, you can use a Verizon iPhone 5S on AT&T. It comes unlocked. If you replace the Verizon SIM with an AT&T SIM, then it will connect to the AT&T network and work perfectly. However, you cannot use an AT&T iPhone 5S on Verizon. because the AT&T unit will not authenticate to Verizon's CDMA voice system. So all iPhone 5Ss are not created the same. Your mileage may vary, but in this case, yes, if you have a Verizon model, you can use it on either AT&T or, to some extent, T-Mobile without a problem.
All right, now we're going to show you one cool thing. Today's one cool thing is the Creative Sound Blaster Roar SB20, and it has one very special feature. So yes, this is a Bluetooth speaker with an alarm. We're not quite sure why it has an alarm. Perhaps if you're having a party and you want to get everyone's attention, you can trigger the alarm. If someone is trying to steal your speaker as you're walking down the street and you need to stop them, maybe you can activate the alarm before they get away. But aside from that, it does a ton of other things. There's 5 drivers with 2 amps. It has Bluetooth, NFC pairing, an audio jack, and micro SD card slot. It does voice recording. It has 8 hours of battery life after you charge it via USB. It can also charge phones itself through a USB port. It makes some random noises so that you don't fall asleep.
It's a salad spinner. It slices tomatoes. It'll do manicures and pedicures.
Yeah, and so for $200, we gave it 4 stars. It also has pretty good audio quality. The only thing that we weren't in love with was like slightly weak bass performance, but it's pretty solid option. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.